Hello, y'all. How is it going? Tonight, what I am doing is, there's really no need to make this an elaborate thing or talk about, honestly, I have nothing to talk about up top other than what we're doing tonight. So let's just talk about what we're doing tonight. Y'all remember how, last week, which would be like the last week of April roundabout. Remember how last week, around a week ago, hope the volume is good. Maybe I'll take it down a scotch. Sounds to me like it might be a little high. Remember how last week, this here game came out on N64 Online, Iggy's Wrecking Balls? It wasn't alone. There was a second game, Extreme G. Both of these games came out on N64 Online at the same time, and I'll say, I had not heard of either of them. Never played either of them. Never tried either of them. Never, when looking through a list of every Nintendo 64 game out there, did my eye ever catch on Iggy's Wrecking Balls or Extreme G? I don't think I ever picked them up from a rental store, which was a thing at the time. I don't think I played either of these games before, and I would like to try them out and see what's up. If they're good, if they're okay, I would like to play them, get a little bit of an impression of them, and see how I feel. I will say, maybe I'm being prejudged, but my expectation is that, as I get into this a little bit and play some of one or either of these games, I'm betting that it won't be a super long thing. I'm betting we don't play like 5 hours of Iggy's Wrecking Balls. I don't know that there are 5 hours of Iggy's Wrecking Balls to play. And same with Extreme G. These kind of look like the kind of games that you would rent from a store and feel like, 5 days was too many. 5 days was too many. Might be the thing. If you're going with Best Buy, you have no choice in the matter. 5 days is what you get. But if you're renting from the other rental store in the area that I had as a kid, I forget what that other rental store was called, but we had a different rental store that had like a different rental policy. Is there a hole in my head from the light? Kind of looks like there is. Green screens, huh? Adjusting as I go forward. I got a new light, by the way, so I guess it's shining on the side of my head there. How about I just? Nope, that made it worse. Learning as I go. Anyway, I have never played either of these games. I have no expectation. I've not heard that much talk about either. People are saying that Iggy's Wrecking Balls is kind of good, and I haven't heard anything really about Extreme G, so I assume it must be fine. I will say there is a possibility we might jump around a bit beyond those two games. I know that, there are like a bunch of rare games that came out relatively recently. I did a stream a while ago where I checked out everything that was on Rare Replay, so I have kind of already checked out Blast Corps on a similar stream as the one I'm doing tonight. So I'm thinking we don't have to do that here tonight. Um, but honestly, if we just spend like 5 minutes on Iggy's Wrecking Balls and 5 minutes on Extreme G, I will absolutely throw something in. It could even be something like, I know in SNES Online, they added a couple new games recently, which I will just pop this open and look at real fast. I have them all at the top, so as to make it easier for me to find. It was like Super R-Type. Don't know what that is. Whatever this guy is, there's some penguins. These are like two Japanese only games, including, Wrecking Crew 98. We can read that. I don't know what this is. And I'm using an N64 controller, so I can't get details on it, but maybe we'll look at that if we have time, if the other games don't prove all that interesting. But honestly, I think I would like a nice short stream, maybe something in the ballpark of like an hour or two, and then I'll get that all, processed and all and ready for posting in the morning. You know, get the thumbnail made and all. It'd be nice to not have to do that tomorrow, or like during my lunch break, on account of I got other things to think about, like tomorrow's stream, which is probably more important than this little one. There wasn't like any Game Boy Advance games that came out recently, right? Let me check just to make sure. I like Game Boy Advance, and I like that they're putting out more and more games. Yeah, just F-Zero Maximum Velocity, which I did check out off stream, and I found like, ooh, geez, this is not nearly as good as any of the other F-Zero games I played. It's controls like ass. It was not good. I'm glad I didn't pick it up back in the day. I'll say. I think I won't go so far as to say I dodged a bullet, but certainly dodged something there. Check an NES real fast. I don't think anything new's out on NES. Yeah, not a big NES person myself. Let's go back to N64. Not really a big NES person myself. That was really before my time. Hell, kind of NES was before my time, really. Like, when I was 6 and getting into video games, I could have gone right to N64. It was just out at when I was 6 or 7. I could have gone right to N64 considering it was out when I was getting into it, but the SNES was good. I really liked my years with a SNES before I got a N64 in 1998. Let's try out these two games. I'll say, I guess like final thoughts on. Was I making a statement about my experience with an N64? I had like 25 games on an N64 before my N64 broke, and I had to stop having games on it until the time where Virtual Console helped restore my ability to play N64 games, which I will always appreciate despite its shortcomings. And of course, it does have shortcomings, a fair number of them. What if I make it more orange? Do you think that'll help the... If I make it more orange, is it less likely to get chroma keyed out? Yeah, I think so, actually. That seems good. Let's go with that then, at least for now. If there's a way to get like a AI-assisted chroma key, like I bet an AI would be able to tell like, okay, well, this is a t-shirt, so I'm not going to chroma key this out, even if it's green. This is the wall, chroma key that out. This is the side of a head. Don't chroma key out the side of a head. I have recognized it as the side of a head. Even though it's a little bit green, arguably, according to some color matching bullshit. Let's do this. I talked for too long up top. I wanted a quick up top thing. Iggy's Wrecking Balls, made by Acclaim and Iguana Entertainment. And also, wasn't there another one on the box? I don't want to pop out now that we're in, but thought there was like a different logo on the box even. Whatever. Not gonna worry about it. Let's start with training. Let's figure out what the fuck we're doing. How this works. Welcome to the Wreckin' Balls. Is this a... you think this is a stick game or a D-pad game? I wonder. We can jump, we can grapple. Let's go over here. It's a stick game. Push up and grapple. You can also jump. Oop. What? What's over here? need to jump and grapple at the same time. Oh boy. You can go under. Why would you do that though? Is that like a Donkey Kong style thing where you want to like duck under a thing to dodge a guy? Okay, running jump. A running jump and a grapple, right? I need to like aim with the, okay. So the direction in which I'm pointing my stick is where the tongue goes out. So I gotta like, need to grapple down here. That, what? I need to drop and, what the fuck? I need to drop down and swing. Oh man. Okay. This object here is a plunger. No, it's a bouncy thing. It's like in Sonic. Alright, now let's climb up here. I wonder how often they'll have me use that advanced technique. The swinging shit. Seems a little fiddly to me. Now for something fun. Yeah? A roll section. Ooh, hey, this is fun. Like an auto level, but not as flashy. You know, like if Sonic was an auto level and it was just a relatively mild Sonic level. Just like a loop and not any jumps. Slime slows you down, okay. Ice is slippery. You cannot grapple a armored. It could be like grapple proof or something. I got it. You can't drop through either. This section is quite long. It'd be nice if you could go quickly. Use the power-up button to activate your roll burst. A chance warp. What? What in the fuck is this? You literally have like a... Oh no, this is a timing thing. This is not random chance. This is like you know the level in DKC3 where there's the ghost barrels that vanish, and that one, like that one. I guess these were contemporaries. Those two were contemporaries. Probably a coincidence. Probably, you know. Maybe directly inspired. I wonder. It comes off more here as hot bullshit. Like, what are you doing? This is some Mario Party-ass shit where... I understand from the demo, what I saw earlier, just like before the stream, that this is a multiplayer game. Or you can play it multiplayer. So shit like that is your Mario Party catch-up mechanic bullshit, where one player can get stuck on that for a bit, the other player just breezes right through and gets to the objective.
Later, dude.
Later.
Later, dude. Later, dude.
I don't think I understood. I don't think I saw Iggy as a, like, surfer dude. But I guess, you know, it was the 1990s.
Later, dude. Later, dude.
What happens if I put this guy out of bounds? Oh, you can't. Literally, they just get put out into the inbounds area.
Laser keep.
What are we doing?
Laser keep. Laser keep. Laser keep. Laser keep.
What are we doing?
Laser keep. Laser keep.
Am I just... I don't know what it wants from me.
Laser keep. Laser keep.
Just try this on the player now. How come sometimes you can't... Oh, well, it's a tutorial. That's why I can't jump.
Laser keep. Laser keep. Laser keep. Laser keep.
Do I have to hold down? It almost looked like on the drawing
Laser keep. Laser
that's,
keep. Laser keep.
looks on the... Maybe I have to tap it.
Laser keep. Laser keep. Laser keep.
No. What in the fuck are they wanting from me?
Laser keep.
Hey, Corn, how's it going? It's going good. I'm trying out this whole, Iggy's fucking wrecking balls.
Laser keep.
No relation to Iggy Koopa. It's trying to tutorialize. Oh!
Laser keep.
Okay. That's what it was trying to tutorialize there. A silly-looking super attack. Push up and begin a circular motion. Man, these illustrations are terrible. Like, how do you get circular motion, push up and do a circular motion from a control stick with three arrows around it?
Laser keep. Laser keep. Laser keep.
Push up, circular motion.
Laser keep. 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 Laser keep.
Okay, how about we don't need that? Is the jump on them? Yeah, you can jump on them. Defensive tactics. Dangle to avoid projectiles or enemies. Okay, yeah. I can duck. Let me duck. There we go. Head on over to the left. Eh? It said head over to the left, but it actually meant head over to the right where the trigger was. I think you run through these little gauntlets and sort of like grapple through. It seems kind of low-key weird, but very, yeah. It's Rumble Pack compatible. Okay, so I guess this is always gonna be somewhat multiplayer. Maybe if I don't play... I wonder if there's like a single player here. If no one else chooses. Okay, so... There's modes. Race. Battle. Mix-up. T-Trial. You want Iggy. Yes, okay, chat. Corn specifically wants Iggy. That makes sense. Iggy does have the same name as the Koopa. Do these others have QT, Chatter, Amanda, Gnarly, Charlie, Sunny, Robert? Okay, yeah, so Iggy is the only one who has the same name as a thing. Let's do a race? How many levels are there here? Okay, there's 4 that are unlocked. I don't think they have any connection other than both being reptiles. Arguably. Like, to be fair, Koopas are not a real species. So, you know, are they rectangles? Rectangles? Are they reptiles? Probably, they're reptilian. They're reptilian fictional beasties. Though sometimes they have like, you know, nipples and all. They have like a chest that is, you know, they have a mammalian style chest sometimes in depictions. So what's going on there? And these guys are balls, and no reptile that I know of is a ball. There's armadillos, those are mammals. Mammals? Armadillos aren't reptiles. Anyway, there's probably a really obvious reptile that I'm not thinking of that curls into a ball, isn't there? There must be one. Tell me if there's one in chat or in comments later. How many levels are there? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. 10 levels. 10 worlds, maybe. No clue? Okay, this is Tower 1. Let's do it. Oh, this is like... Geez, what modern platformer is this like, where there's a bunch of, like... of the same level in the background? Wait, what the fuck? This is lap-based?
Victory for the big kahuna.
You enjoyed the Odyssey stream a bunch? That's great, because there's a whole bunch more of them. I enjoyed that also. A Mario Odyssey, one of my all-time top 2 favorite games. So this is like a... This is almost like a... Pokemon Stadium minigame by way of Uniracers. That's sort of how I would sum this up, first impression-wise. How am I in second? It's so weird that you get to the end, and they just warp you back to the start, and... Why not just have the race be a little bit longer? Ooh, second place. Why not just have the race be a little bit longer so that you have, like, it done in one? It's also just really quick, generally. Very odd. How many towers per world? Well, I'll say as a multiplayer game, I bet this might be okay. And you get some, like, auto Mario style bits where you just sort of see some auto Sonic type bits where, you know, where your ball rolls down a slope. I threw that guy into the Great Beyond. They didn't tell me I could do that. I feel like each of these levels should be like should be 1 lap first off. And also should be like twice as long. I feel like this might get especially annoying as getting into like levels that are longer than this, which I gotta imagine past Easy Street there would be. How's the volume, by the way? Do you think a little bit higher? Think a little bit higher on the volume? Corn, I value your opinion as far as volume goes. Looks like Izzy is phasing through the bottom of platforms. Oh crap, you go up, you don't go to the other platform. Kinda, yeah. Geez, this one is real fucking short. There's no standard length for the... length of a thingamajig. Volume is good, game volume is good, all that. Perfect, okay. Up, I'm still in the win. In the win? In the lead. Are we going through different levels? I think we might be going through all the levels in the game, because I remember the 4th level was like Aquatic Land or something, and this looks like we're here. It looks to me like the level that you select, it's not like putting you into a hopper with just those levels in it. Instead, you're just going through the rotation. Is it telling us we're going through the rotation? It has set up before every race, like, oh, this is the big kahuna. I wonder that too. When does a winner overall get shown? I think you might be able to just play through. Oh wait, this is still Easy Street. This is still Easy Street. It just said up top. I guess even if you're playing on one of the higher worlds, it is still like going through environments and such. That is confusing. I think I did see. Yeah, I forget. I was looking up something before the stream on this game, and I did see. I think I saw someone maybe on Backlogged saying like it's confusing as far as the environmental progression, and I now see what they mean. I probably wouldn't include that in the body of a review in myself. I just think that would be a little bit irrelevant. Not irrelevant per se, but maybe irrelevant is the wrong word, but I don't know it bears mentioning. I got last. On this one. I already know that I'm getting 0 points. So it doesn't matter, but I finished. Yeah, Pink Ball did real fucking good. I got 0 points. I'm still in first. Hey, Corn, could you Google for me how many races are in a world? I'm curious because I don't know. Bogus. This is bogus. The ball is telling the truth. Oh right, I forgot I have a fucking boost. I just remembered I have a fucking boost button. As if that helps me while going up a series of things. Fuck out of here. Fucking cock! I lifted him up and put him back onto the platform that I wanted to be on. What a useless attack. I know, that's on me. I need to get good and all. Just 3 laps. I guess this is... I'll say this is giving me some time to learn the tracks. Pretty sure it's 10. Okay. Gotcha. This is giving me some time to learn the tracks and, you know, get good. 2nd place, I'll take it. Pink was the one who got 1st place last time, right? So you might be even now. I'm still 1 point ahead. What the fuck are these stars? I think I ate one of the stars. I seem to have pooped out. I hit the power-up button. I'm dropping bombs. You know, I'm dropping bombs. for pooping them out, you know, but I guess I guess bomb can also mean like poop, right? Or is that just for babies? You know, if a baby's dropping bombs, you know what that means, but I don't know if you call that if you use that for like any adult human. I guess we don't know how old Iggy is, other than he sounds like a surfer bro. I think this is an item power-up. I'm throwing electric balls now. Okay. I hit my own electric ball. This is a goodwill designed video game. It's fine. I think this game might be fine. Like I said at top, I think this game might be in the realm of if you rented this from Blockbuster for you know, you rent this from a Blockbuster for 5 days. You just can't help but think after playing it for a bit like, 5 days was too many. I think 5 days might be too many for this game. Feel like this is where you go to the other video game rental store and you get it for 2 days. I had another video game rental store near me that let you rent any number of days that you fancied. So, you know, you could do 5, you could do less, and if you kept it for longer, they would just, you know, charge you whatever you kept it for. That was really nice. I liked that store a lot. I fell into second place there. Let's see if we can pull it out.
3, 2, 1, go!
I'll say... Comeback starts now. It could... Maybe. I feel like I respawned higher than I was. I'll say, by the way, if anyone has N64 Online and wants to get in, I will absolutely make that happen. Friend code I will provide. Just ask. I wouldn't mind trying this game out, actually. Multiplayer. I am really behind on this, this lap. This needs, like, a blue shell. Like, something that actually can be effective at like, a high range. This is like if you took something that was, like, a little bit... You know Dorito's challenge on the Xbox 360? On the Xbox Live Arcade? This is like if you took that, made it half as good, and made it, like, multiplayer in a fun way. Have you done multiplayer in Mario Maker? Once before. It's not really my style, I think, as far as, like, Mario Maker goes. I prefer to just play normal style in, like, a serious game. Not that Mario's serious, but I'm kind of serious about it. This is not looking good for me. What does RB mean? Those emittals have RB on it. Wrecking balls. Okay. Is this the baby park of Iggy's Wrecking Balls? Well, it's a little long to be the baby park, but it is a lot of very short platforms in a row. At least you pretty much have second. I'll take it, yeah. You're right. I could be doing worse. Fuck! Well, at least I'm doing better than that guy I just Wait, no, I think he just pulled ahead. Oh, is this random bullshit warps? Oh boy, this level has random bullshit warps. We were just talking about comeback mechanics, and yeah, no. Random bullshit warps are absolutely one of them. Single lap, second place. The music in this game is weird but good. It's very 90s. Like, it's very like, just like the most basic 90s music you've ever heard. This might be a weird pull because I never played it myself. But I think about, I have seen a stream or two before of like, you know that Xbox game that was like, Bill Gates' favorite game? What the fuck was that called? Sort of a minigame collection on the Xbox. Yeah, I don't know where that podium was. Why was Easy Street a star and the others get numbers? Did I unlock a new thing? What should we do now? Should we do, one more? I feel like we got a pretty good idea of what, this game is. Corn wants to see Candy Lane. Okay, I can do Candy Lane. Where's the candy? Oh, is this candy? I guess this is like a candy cane. But also I feel like haven't there been like this sort of red and white business on the whole previous world? I feel like I've been seeing these exact platforms and not really questioning like, oh, is this candy? Maybe that's part of the fun of the game, is asking like, oh, what is this supposed to be? I guess a lot of N64 games, well, no. You don't play Banjo-Kazooie and say like, what is this? Because they made it obvious by making it look very nice to look at. Sort of Christmas themed? Yeah, totally. Since it's candy cane specifically, and like the snowy ice cream background. Did I lose to everyone? No, I'm in first. What the hell? I'm in fourth now? I guess everyone's really fucking close or something. I assume this is split screen if you're playing multiplayer. These guys are like the cheese guys from Conker's Bad Fur Day. Those cheese fellas. Can we attack the cheese fella? No, we cannot attack the cheese fella. Also, we became small because we touched the cheese fella too much. Yeah, well, wouldn't it be split screen if it were played locally? Well, this is N64 Online, so it's an N64 game. This was out on the N64. If this was a game that I paid for I don't know if you noticed that this was... What the fuck? This is a powerful power-up. Wow, that was... Come on. That power-up was pretty goddamn good. I don't know if, maybe I should do something to make it clear that this is an N64 game. It's fine, it's good. This is on N64 Online on the Nintendo Switch, porn, so that's the rationale. That was the first one, right. And also I got third. Or candy canes.
3, 2, 1, go!
It's literally the bullet bill from Mario Kart. Yeah, you're right, it is. That is what it is. 100%. They made some weird games on the N64. This is, just that, a weird game. A party platform racing game. I'll say some of these levels are getting some chaos in them. Like the first area was mostly just bullshit, whereas here, do I have to do like an advanced move to get up there? Seem to be having trouble just jumping and reaching. No, you can reach, but it's hard. Those enemies kind of remind me of Inside Out. They're just like basic shapes and colors. This guy reminds me of... I'll say this guy specifically reminds me of Angry. Angry? Grumpy? Whatever the fuck. From Inside Out. Pixar movie from a couple years ago. Why am I small? Okay, maybe that's a power-up that made me small, not getting damaged. You can see that. I'll say what's really weird here is that it doesn't tell you how many laps there are, so you just have to guess. In this case, I can see that there's Big Teeth guy is on lap 3, so which one would the pink one be? What, the pink racer or the pink? I haven't seen a pink enemy. I guess it's weird to have the enemies, the like one-off drone enemies, be the main characters from Inside Out, whereas these emotions, these playable characters aren't anything so oh, that's totally, look at that. That's totally anger right there. You saw his angry face? He had an angry face. Wasn't there a pink-colored emotion in the movie? Joy was yellow, sadness was blue, disgust was green, fear... What the fuck? Oh, reverse controls. There's like a reverse controls power-up. I think... What wasn't, fear orange? I think that... I don't think there was. That's literally anger. I know, right? That's what I said! Oh, I hope we get timed out. I hope we, I hope that gives me a 10-second timer, like, right now. I am tired! The new one is pink? Yeah, right. Embarrassment. I have not, committed the new characters to memory. It seems like the basic structure is that they're gonna be at home, at, like, home base doing the console stuff, like, half the emotions were in the last movie, and all the old-timers are going to, go on the new adventure, which seems smart to me. You know, having the whole entire original cast get to go on the adventure this time. Last time it was just, spoilers for Inside Out 1. Last time, only 2 of the characters got to go on the, journey. I guess I won't say which ones they are, but you can probably guess they're the main 2. Who are, like, centered in posters and all that. Isn't Anui one of them? Schadenfreude or something? Joy and yes, it's those 2. Yes. What are the new emotions in that movie? List them for me, chat. List them for me so I don't have to remember. There's embarrassments. Is there something like frustration? I'll say Candy Lane has been very consistent. All these Candy Lanes have been like, you know, peppermint, or I guess peppermint is like the same look as a candy cane. Anxiety, embarrassment, and envy. Don't know the last one. Wasn't the last one like a... Well, there was like a big guy who was like really into hugging. Is that one of those? Anxiety or embarrassment? That might be embarrassment. They didn't do you know, affection or something that you know, was more of a, you know, like a Randy emotion. The big guy's embarrassment. Gotcha. I reckon that movie will be good. I really like the first one a lot. And I'll say I haven't hated like most Pixar sequels where I like the original one. I like them. I haven't seen Cars 2 or Cars 3 because I heard they were bad. But other than that, I'll say like, yeah, Pixar sequels are pretty okay. Okay to good. I think it's out in the summer, right? Look, I don't know when it's out. Cars 3 is horrible? Yeah, I bet. That's why I didn't watch it. Ah! That was a fun coincidence. It's all fine. You hear what the game said? It said watch it right as I did. That's not that interesting, but you know. You were there. You heard. Three laps is too many. One of the worst animated movies you've ever seen. Yes. And I'll say, like, I don't love, like, all Pixar movies. Like, I'll say, I think that they have had a bit of a boring streak. I really didn't like Enchanted at all. Enchanted, was that what it's called? Whatever, really was very bored by that one. I thought Luca was very mediocre. Buzz Lightyear movie was just a waste of time, I guess. I don't think very highly of a lot of the recent movies, but, you know, I do love Coco. Toy Story 4, oh yeah, there's been ones, like, I think a lot of the ones pre-pandemic were really good. Hey, let's get out of here. This is,
Iggy's Reckin Ball.
I mean, let me look at one more level. I want to see a third. Let's, see if we unlocked anything first off. We didn't, but I'll play as Robert for a second. Oh, you know what? We could try another mode. I could do time trials, which I feel like would be exactly what we were doing, except no opponent RNG. Let's look at battle. Sure. Let's look at battle. And we will go to the deep. What should we go to? What?
What's your game, dude?
Drop my controller there.
Battle mode.
Taking the deep? Yeah, let's go to the deep. One-on-one. Let's go one-on-one. This is serious. So what the fuck is this battle mode anyway?
3, 2, 1, go!
I'm a robot, first off. There's no music in the deeps. Or there is music, but it's like really it's quiet music. Yeah, I got 3 balloons. This game is like trying to be Mario Kart, like a 2D Mario Kart. And I think it's doing about as well as, say... I think it's doing about as well as, say, one of the... You remember when Sonic did a board game, like a Mario Party style board game? It's about as good as that. Insofar as, like, how it is taking this well-established thing and making it its own. This is a weird stage. Should we try a different stage? You know what? Let's try...
Iggy's Wrecking Ball!
I think the battle mode might be worse. Was Sonic Roll one of the board game one? I mean one where it was like Mario Party. I think I might have played that at a friend's house once. I forget though, but I think I have seen a stream of it, so I know of it.
What's your game, dude?
Let me try.
Battle mode!
Let's look at this. We'll do downtown. That seems like the most basic. I hope it's the most basic level. It's weird how these battle stages have parts that are just not rendered because they're, what the fuck just happened there? Oh, you know what? I can kill them with my melee attack. One more try. You thought I meant an actual physical board game. No, like Mario Party, you know. I think some hits do like 2 health, which is weird. From like I don't even know what hit me there. What the f— Okay. Sonic Monopoly? That's not what I meant, but okay. That's interesting.
Who's it gonna be?
I think the race mode might be the best mode. And I also think I don't super care for it. What's up with, what's mix up? Let's...
Mix it up!
So I guess you could... In mix up, you can make your own cup by going like, okay, I want Tower 1. And the... I want Tower 1 and Tower 10. We just make our own? Yeah, sure. Just do... It's actually not bad. Can we start game now? Oh no, you definitely need 10 though. That's kind of a shame. I would like to just start with 2. Also, it's bad where it doesn't show you like what they look like. It'd be cool if they showed you like what Tower 8 was, because yeah, I didn't get that far. I don't remember what Tower 8. Even if I did, I wouldn't remember. Like, they don't show you even what world you're selecting. And, like, we've done every easy street. Select a slot to edit. Can we have, like, the same multiple times? Could you just make Tower 1 downtown repeatedly? Yeah. Once you...
What's your game, dude? Mix it up!
once you go down to the next one, you can't go up until you set it. I want to set this to... I just want to see what Tower 10 of the most advanced one that we can do look like. And then how about we boogie? How about we check out the other recent N64 Online game? This is Soft Sun Bay 10. I don't see any of my opponents, but I am assured that they exist. Probably like 12 laps or something. Some more fellas. Weird spike guy. Oh. I can see why this never lit the world on fire. Maybe in a world where Mario Party didn't exist, this was a novelty, you know? Like a party game that was full of some random type bullshit as you were going up. And maybe single player really can't be appreciated as well, but I reckon it's just kind of like the kind of game you would regret renting for longer than 3 days. Say 2 days. I mean, even if you rented it for more than for like a week, right? If it's best enjoyed multiplayer, are you really gonna have like multiple play sessions with your buds playing this game? Maybe if you're talking about your you know, siblings, but that'd be the only case. Siblings who don't have a better game already than this, because that's a really good warp. And who appreciate chaos, but don't yet have Mario Party. It is also important to note that in the N64 era, like on the N64 itself, let's say specifically, 2D platformers were becoming a, we're dying. Oh, thank God, it's over. Yeah, we died. We didn't do good. That's a thing.
Iggy's Wrecking Ball.
Iggy's Wrecking Balls, why would you load? What the fuck does load do? Well, nothing in this version. Iggy's Wrecking Balls, it's an interesting mix of like a crap platformer and a chaotic multiplayer racing game, like in the style of a Mario Kart. I don't think it's very good. It's somewhere between a 2 out of 5 and a 3 out of 5 for me, with how fast I got to the point where I was like bored as hell. You know, within an hour, maybe less. Maybe 2 out of 5 is more appropriate than 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 games can be pretty okay. You get right down to it. Like, let's be fair here. You know, does putting a game that you're tired of in 2 hours into 3 out of 5 really devalue all other 3 out of 5s? Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't work like that, and also it doesn't matter. I think there are things about this that are interesting. It's an interesting piece of history. I don't think it's very good, or that I would want to play any more than what I already have. That said, there is a second game what just came out. And I gotta find out how you edit your fucking thing. Okay, here we go. Your stream info now on the new Twitch app that exists. Okay. Because right now we're gonna play Extreme G, which I assume will be easy to find on Twitch. Yes. We're now going to play Extreme G, the other recent N64 Online release. Spent about an hour on that last one. Oh, that reminds me. What is the... So the throwback is what's on the thing now. So what happened there? So did Acclaim get bought by someone named Throwback? Did Acclaim rebrand as Throwback? I've never heard of Throwback. But I don't think they existed at the time. I think Acclaim is a much better name than Throwback. I'm just gonna Google that real fast. Throwback, Acclaim. Throwback announces Acclaim library acquisition. So they just got the library in 2006. Okay, that's where Throwback comes from. Honestly, pay a little bit more, get the name of the company as well. Get the name of Acclaim. Should have paid a little bit more. Acclaim, that's a goddamn good name. They could have made like a run for it if they had gotten the name of Acclaim, like Nordic THQ did, until they failed and died, and that was it. Weapons on display, pipes, enter... Plate? What? Huh? Whatever that said, I didn't read it properly. But I don't think it was important. Let's play... What's Extreme Contest? Should we start with single player or Extreme Contest? I think... Okay, here's what I think. I think Extreme Contest is like your Grand Prix mode, and single player just means time trial, judging by the iconography of the stopwatch. So let's go with Extreme Contest. I wonder if this was made in a foreign country where, you know, the language, the names on these things don't quite make sense. I wonder if it was localized. That is my first guess. Then again, hey, they knew enough to put, like, flavorful names on these cups. Maybe it wasn't localized at all, and I'm just reading into a weird menu choice. How's the volume, by the way? Sounds fine based on my quick test. My test thing that I got. Okay, I can choose a bike. I've always been a fan of, like, I like a good amount of acceleration. This looks pretty good. Lots of acceleration, good amount of speed. I could use maybe a little bit of handling, a little bit of turns, as it is called. This looks good. A lot of acceleration, 3 turns. It looks like if I want acceleration, I can't have more than 2 or 3 turns. So I think this is the best I can do. This fella here, who is named Maine? Or Mame? Oh, it's probably Mame. Or Nain. Either way, let's play. Grand Prix Atomic. Let's see what's up with this. We gotta get 4th to qualify. This kind of looks to me like a bit like Star Wars, Episode 1 Racer. If somewhere between Star Wars Episode 1 Racer and like Outrun, something like that. You know what? I think this might be cool. It looks cool. It you know, it's plays well enough as far as like I'm holding down acceleration and steering. That feels good. Seems like the C buttons do stuff. This might be like a poor man's F-Zero, basically. And to be clear, like, poor man's F-Zero, also like a poor man's Episode 1 Racer. What the fuck happened there? I went off a ramp. To be clear, the man is poor. This is not like maybe the best version of this I've seen. You know, and I'd probably say something like, yeah, I think that probably Conker's Bad Fur Days 1 racing minigame is probably better than this whole entire full game. Right? And it has more flavor and more put into its proceedings than this entire game does, based on my first impressions. Maybe I'm not using my lasers enough. But also, they're so far away I can't even see them. So what use is a laser in that situation? You like hold forward or something? Maybe it's one of those. Maybe it's like Episode 1 Racer where you can hold forward and get speed. No, I don't think so. Now I have a guy to shoot because this guy caught up on me. I shot him, and now I am past him. Okay. This feels like an... I'll say I'm hitting a lot of walls. To be clear, that might just be me and not the game. Maybe if I broke. Maybe there's a speed boost mechanic I don't know. Oh, I hit some C buttons and I launched some missiles. Clearly like an item system I'm super not using. Is 4th good enough? Nope. Okay, it's a shame that just ends like that. Let me just pop off the... Oh, user guide. Oh. Is there like a, take control and compete in 3-lap races with the ultimate aim of being the first across the finish line? They have Nitro, 3 times a race, and also powerful items. Okay. So there's a boost, but you can only use it 3 times. And... yeah. I suppose this sort of like, you have to get through on your first go. Wasn't that uncommon in the era. How about we get something that turns? We'll get something that turns this time. Maybe that's the ticket to getting around those corners without getting banged up, is to get a vehicle that turns. So your laser is A. This is not so uncommon in games at this time, right? Like, Excitebike 64 had a pretty similar system, where if you didn't get past, like, a certain point in the race, you couldn't proceed. Was that also the case with Mario Kart, the original Mario Kart? Like, Super Mario Kart? Where if you got, like, last place, it'd be like, retire? Lose a life? That whole system was how it worked. Seems like an odd way to do it in retrospect, but you know, that's just how they did it back then. Also, they said 4th to qualify. I thought I got 4th last time. Or do I have to beat 4th? I think I just used a boost. I think it might be left C to use a boost. Right C to use an item. We are going faster now than we did before. I think I undervalued speed. This isn't like Mario Kart where you're always getting hit and having to start from 0. In this game, acceleration is maybe less critical than being able to turn and being able to go extreme speeds. That is my thought there. Also, maybe I use my 2 boosts. My boosts so far better. Yeah, this really reminds me of, like... I'll say I did recently try out, like, in the last year or two. I was curious about that, that, like, Volkswagen... Was it a Volkswagen game? Beetle Adventure Racing, that's it. And I found it was just a sort of a racing game where you race, and then if you win, you get to go to the next level. I think this is better than that. I think this is better than that. Is it as high as a 4 out of 5? I know, you know, maybe some people, they would take umbrage with talking about a number rating literally 20 minutes into a game, less than that. But if I'm never gonna play this game again after tonight, I feel like a half hour is more than enough to make a snap judgment. Might be a 4 out of 5, might be a 3 out of 5. I mean, I guess I would look and see what I gave Outrun and games like that. This is probably comparable to those. You know, from the same era. By God. You really gotta use the boosts. I think Outrun, from the games I've seen, it does go a little more extra. Like when ooh, actually, hang on. This is cool. Scratch that. That was pretty extra. I mean, we are still in just canyons and all. It's not like we're running past weird, fun buildings. But this is a lot more than what F-Zero does, to be fair. Like, this is some cool scenery. Even if it is like a poor man's, like, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, we are not doing as well this time. We're in 6th. Jesus. This is cool. This is cool. There are some cool bits in here. Personally, if I had to say, I like the more modern style of racer game. Racing game? Racer game? Where, you know, you can just play all the tracks, pretty much. I like it in the latest, like, Mario Karts, right? Where they just open up all the tracks at once and you can just do whatever you want. That way you can enjoy all the content without being good. Just makes sense to me in my head. I think let's go until we drop out. I'm gonna try my best. We're gonna let's see how many levels we can see. But if we fail here, and I have to go back to square one, I have to go back to level 1, I think that might be as far as I go. I mean, I could look at some time trials, I guess. But they're probably exactly what you're imagining. This, but without enemy racers. This split track does remind me of Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. This is absolutely something Star Wars Episode 1 Racer does a good deal. I think down on the C down on the C buttons. Down C is the boost button. Good, we made it. These environments are a bit samey. That's definitely makes me wonder if there's gonna be more. Oh, hang on. This is cool. This is like a Dune-style city. This is like a Dune-style city. Cool loop-de-loops, yeah. This is going some good places. Yeah, I would be happy saying this is a 4 out of 5 racing game of this specific arcadey bent. I don't even know if it's really productive to compare it to games like F-Zero or like F-Zero X or a Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, because those are 5 out of 5 games, first off. Second off, they are a lot less arcadey and a lot more modern. I don't know if I can really say that those games are any more modern than something that came out at the same time as them in a style that was just also coming into its own at the start of the 3D era. Maybe a lot less aged of a style where you can just have fun without worrying about an overall campaign. The stakes are lower, and as a result, the courses are allowed to be harder in Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. And I guess F-Zero is also in cups where there's stakes and stuff. But I feel like the F-Zero X has a lot quicker short courses. Like, it's a lot more fast-paced. I wonder if anyone's made a mod where they've taken F-Zero X and added, like, environments like GX does. Because clearly it kind of looks like it is technologically possible to do so. It looks like, to me, it's technologically possible to do so. So the only barrier is really just the time they had to develop it. And maybe if they wanted to hit like a solid 60 frames a second, I don't know if that would be possible with honestly don't know, maybe that's not possible on this. I am not a counter of frames. I couldn't tell you if this was 30 or 60. And I don't know what it's being captured at. So, you know, maybe this isn't as smooth as F-Zero is. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, in fact. It also only has one cup. Well, actually, it had, like, atomic. It had, like, 3 cups with, like, different nuclear theming on them. And then in the cups was, like, a difficulty level. So, there's 3... There's like 3 or maybe 4 if there's a secret one. Who knows if there's a secret one. Different, final race. Hey, this is the final race. Cool. This reminds me of, what was it? The Spice Mines world? In, this is very Spice Mines. That's, that world in Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. I really don't understand what happened to me there, but whatever. Let's try to win this. So maybe we unlock, like, the next one. And, I'll absolutely look into the next one. Maybe not, like, the whole proceedings. But I would love to see if it's, like, this really different. You know, like, maybe each cup is a different planet. So maybe each has, like, a different vibe. This one sort of reminds me of Dune. I think it uses the draw distance really well. Like, this is a very cool... What are you supposed to... I hit some sort of tripwire. Maybe I need to be, like, lasering more. Maybe I could have lasered that. Do some boosts. Boost will help. Okay, you know what? I'm in second now. Boost did help. Up top, I can see there's where it tells me how far ahead the next guy is. Useful information. Oh, he's right there. I see him. This bike is fast enough where once I get up some speed, I can really catch up on a motherfucker. But it does take some time to catch up. Maybe I can slow them down by attacking. I think, despite having the more vanilla name, Extreme G definitely better than Iggy's Wrecking Balls. I think this is, like, way better, in fact. Like, I'm honestly not super tired of this. I suppose I've been playing it for less time than I played Iggy. But it's cool. It's not wearing out its welcome. I don't know what that thing was, but I think it was an item that I laid down. That was like a banana. It's kind of interesting that there's, like... It's almost like Wipeout, where it has items. Wipeout, a game... I've never played a Wipeout game. They sort of stopped being a thing when I got a PlayStation. You know, when I got a PlayStation 3, there weren't any more Wipeout games at that point. Maybe there were on phones or whatever. Player 1 is fine. That was great. That's real good. The environments looked really nice. It was sort of a poor man's Star Wars Episode 1 racer slash Outrun. Outrun? Burnout? Not Burnout. Outrun. Yeah, I think that's what it is. But it was fun. Let's look at critical mass real fast, see if it's any different. I'm curious. Maybe like one race. Maybe like one race and a peak at the second. Or maybe we just peak, I don't know. Let's see how I'm feeling. Nope, this is pretty similar. This is pretty similar. Second to qualify. Hang on, let me restart that. Second to qualify? Maybe they get, like, more and more difficult. That's sort of a shame. I would have loved to just continue doing about as well as I did and somehow getting through. I don't know what the rules are as far as, like, a Mario Kart start. So we probably just lost some good time there. I could use my boosty boost. You know what? Yes, that is perfect time for a boosty boost when you fuck up the start. Some of these weapons are pretty situational. I feel like I probably hit with them like once or twice. Other than like the basic laser, which doesn't seem to make much of an impact. I don't know what those eggs are. I think this might be like Diddy Kong Racing style weapons. where you can tell what they are just by seeing what their icon is. Wait. I feel like I've seen this before. I remember that jump. Is this exactly the same as the first? I think this might be the same track that we raced on in the first cup. I didn't pick the same... I picked Atomic this time. So, is it just difficulty levels? If it's just difficulty levels, that does make a 4 out of 5 a little more tenuous. You know, like, look, that was fun, but like a half hour of content, even back in the day, you get dinged for that in a full $60 release product. At the very least, you gotta say, like, well, it should probably be harder so I get more content out of it, so it lasts longer. I don't know, maybe there's, like, more tracks that appear after you get through what you raced before, previously. I don't think that sounds likely, but could be the case. One of the things that was always impressive to me about Cruisin' USA is it felt like, from my impressions of it, from when I played it, like on rare occasions, it felt like it had, like, basically unlimited content. You know, like, it was a whole massive race across the United States, but it was so big and massive, and also so hard, that you would never actually get through it. It seemed like, oh god, there's like 100 levels here. There's like levels that you will never see. There's ones that'll be out of reach forever, and yet, you know, you're always going to a new one before, like, a minute or two has passed. I think it's better paced than this game. Yeah, I think that the Atomic, the first level, yeah, this is definitely the second level. I guess it just is a modifier. This is definitely 100% the... I guess it's just a modifier of how strict it is. But we already kind of beat it with enough points to get to that way, so... I don't have a password. It's weird. Why are there two difficulty levels here? Let's, oh crap, there's a practice mode. I think that's probably just you can race on the tracks against bots without any stakes. Okay, it's not like a training mode. Let me look at time trials. Wait, were there only 4 tracks? I think there's only 4 tracks in this game. I kind of think that takes it down to a 3 out of 5. I hate to say it, but 4 tracks? I think that's... It's somewhere... It's on the edge of 4 and a 3 and a 4, just based on, like, amount of content here. Let's see what shoot 'em up is. What exactly does shoot 'em up mean? That seems to be the only other piece of content I can find, other than the multiplayer, which we'll not get into. I guess this game probably has some value as a multiplayer game. Okay, so this is just... You're doing the race, but... There's a bunch of guys in front of you that you can shoot your weapons at. Well, that kind of makes it so that you can have a little mini-game in which you can use these weapons, which were not very effective in most cases, previously. I don't think this really... I would say that this perhaps isn't like as compelling as the regular mode. It feels like it was just here. I feel like this is just here to go on the back of the box. Battle mode or shoot 'em up mode is included. There's a multiplayer. There's like some additional modes here. Who knows what those are about. Wish it had more tracks. I wish each of these was an individual, like, another 4 tracks. If that had been the case, I think it would be an easy 4 out of 5. As is with 4 tracks, I feel like it might be more of just an okay game. It's very okay. I think it's good. And for the price of free, I think it's it's okay. It's pretty good. I think for the price of like $50, what it cost like back in the day, this would be a very middle of the road N64 game. Maybe better as an arcade game. Like if this was in arcades, it would be a better value proposition. But it's not, so yeah. All right. That is both of those new N64 Online games. We've checked out both of them now. And, you know, I've given my opinions on both. I definitely think, backing off to the game selection, I definitely think Extreme G is a lot better than Iggy's Wrecking Balls. Iggy's Wrecking Balls is a chaotic, good time, but is also kind of a ass to play. It sort of plays like ass, is the thing I would say. And though I appreciate the elements it put in, and like the chaotic mix of platforming and chaos in like a Mario Kart, Mario Party sort of way, it sort of ends up being like Sonic Blast. What was that Sonic board game called? Seriously. Sonic Mario Party. Now, what the fuck was that called? Sonic Shuffle. It's like a sub-Sonic Shuffle type experience. And, yeah, that's a 2 out of 5 if I ever seen one. Extreme G, on the other hand, it's very cool. It plays pretty well. It's pretty bare bones as far as gameplay is concerned, but the environments look nice. And it's pretty easy to play. It is just 4 levels, though, so you probably want to rent it for 2 days if you are in 1999. I would recommend renting it from a local game store for 2 days. That's probably all you need. Go 3 days just to be safe. Kick in an extra $1, I guess, but that's gonna be all you're gonna need. It's perfectly good, perfectly fine on the N64 Online, and will occupy like a quarter of a movie. A quarter of a movie. Maybe a third of a movie if it's 90 minutes long. Might be hard to play while you're watching a movie, I'll say. You know, it's pretty fast paced. You look away for half a second to see like what happened with in Clerks, let's say. Watched Clerks the other day. You're gonna crash into a wall and be all screwed. High stakes. High stakes. I said at top that we might do some other stuff as well as these 2 games, but I think that's perfectly good. I think a nice hour-and-a-half long stream is perfectly good for a Thursday afternoon, a Thursday evening. It's practically night. Let's just go ahead and end the stream there. I'll say I'll be back on tomorrow for viewer levels, 6 p.m. Central, as per normal, as per usual. And then after that, I think for the next little bit, we'll not have anything especially out of the normal. Out of the normal? I'm not really thinking about scheduling any extra streams this next week. I will say in 2 weeks' time, the Friday stream is going to be my birthday, so it's going to be a little extra long, like in 2 weeks' time. I'm thinking some Smash Ultimates, and maybe another game. I'm going to think about what we can pin onto the end of Mario Maker 2 in 2 weeks to make it extra birthday-y, to ring in the new age. I guess for my last couple of birthday streams, I've done streams that had a segment that was based on the gimmick of the number of years I am. 33 levels of this, 34 levels of that. What can I do for 35? 35 levels of Mario Maker? We could make it so it was literally 35 levels of Mario Maker. And then I wouldn't have to think of something for the other two. Or like the other two segments if we have 3 segments. Oh, that'd be fine. 33 levels might be more than usual, actually. I don't know how many levels we usually do in a Mario Maker stream. I guess it depends on how hard they are. Whatever. Point is, I'm going to be back tomorrow for Mario Maker. Back on Tuesday after that for Mario Odyssey. I'll say I would like to slip in some extra streams at some point in the future. I'd like to try out Fallout 76, which is on Game Pass, and I'm sort of in a Fallout mood, about to finish the show this weekend, I think. So I would love to do some Fallout 76, try that out, given that I'm in the mood. And I would also like to try another Crab's Treasure, which it turns out is also on Game Pass. Really glad I didn't buy it. I didn't like waste money on something that I was already had through Game Pass. Thank God. Fucking glad I was like, I don't know. Oh, I get it for free. Perfect. Even better. I would definitely like to do that at some point. Maybe we'll do a Game Pass stream in the next week or two. That'd be fun. I'd also like to do a randomizer at some point. There's a lot of stuff I'd like to do, so maybe you'll see more Thursday streams mixed in just to satiate my need for additional streams, for additional things I want to stream. Maybe could the next Friday stream, have a randomizer component? That'd be fun. I like randomizers. They take too much time sometimes, though, if I just want to squeeze it into the end of a stream. Worth thinking about between in the next 2 weeks what exactly that birthday stream will entail. But for now, what is on the docket, what is planned for sure, tomorrow viewer levels, Tuesday, Odyssey. Let me see where I can send a Twitch off on a raid dealie. Let me see now. Some folks are playing some games. A lot of people are playing games. Referee Clark is playing Sonic 06 for a good cause. I saw that he was doing this. I'll send whoever's here over there. On the Twitch side, anyway. I'll send you over there. Sonic 06, a very bad game that I do not own, so I cannot play myself, and apparently it is not backwards compatible, so, if I wanted to play that for content, I'd have to get a old working Xbox 360, which is definitely on my long list of things I want to do. Like, that's a long-term thing. I would love to get a 360 and stream, like, Tony Hawk's Project 8, Blur, and a couple of other non-backwards compatible games that I have, and maybe some I could get like Sonic 06. But that's like not something I'm looking to do immediately, but that is a fun idea to toy around with. I'm going to send y'all over there, Referee Clark. Let's go. Thanks for dropping by, watching along. I appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow for viewer levels and Tuesday for Mario Odyssey. Let me get it so I can stop the stream like right away once I send the raid out. Bye, folks. See you tomorrow for viewer levels.